Dear fellow traders, I hope you had a good weekend. Today, I want to review what we did in the past 20 days. As you can see, this is the library of my Patreon page and all the posts. You can see all the posts that we had here about September and September effect. As you may know, I started posting about September effect in late August and mentioned there is a chance that we have some decline in the market. As you can see here, I published the first post about this on August 22nd. Then we went forward and I talked about other possibilities in the market, like having uh, Labor Day effect, and then I mentioned the possibility about having a possible ABC correction in QQQ, followed by uh, the possibility of having a double top in S&P 500, Dow Jones triple top formation in Meta, and offer five trades for September for after Labor Day. And it was American Airline, United Airline. It was long. It was published on August 30th. Then I offered three strangle options for Tesla, AMD, and Google, which all of them are in profit and they made a really good return for those who opened these trades. But having said that, let's go and see what has happened. As you may know, if you are looking at all these 10 um, analysis published in a row and the trades, they were all successful. And having a chance, if we compare it with a coin toss, it is, or a coin flip, we can say like having 10 heads in a row has a very, very limited chance of 0.0977%, or 1 in 1024 times you can have 10 heads in a row or 10 tails in a row. Anyway, so this is very unusual. But I didn't make this video to say that I'm this good. I actually want to emphasize on some aspect of the market, which is market inefficiencies. Unlike the efficient market hypothesis, we can say there are periods of time that market become inefficient, and this is only happen if you go through the data and have a very large set of data and review the whole thing. Now let's go and see what helped us to be on the right side of the market in the September. As you can see it here, this is the performance of S&P 500 in the past 95 years. As you can see, September is the most negative month for the market ever. And most of the legendary market crashes happen during the September. So we have something it's called September effect. And this is really important to know. On the other hand, we have the November effect, which November and December markets were very positive. You see the Labor Day effect. The Labor Day effect, I post this on August 27th, and I compare the past 5 years of pre and post Labor Day. We had upward move followed by a crash. So when we talk about a trend, it means some. If I want to summarize it in one sentence, I would say when we say an asset or anything is trended, it means the chance of having similar outcome for the next day is increased. That's the only thing that we can uh, say about any trend. Let's move forward to a possible ABC correction published for QQQ. Then we had the double top for S&P 500. It was a possibility, as I mentioned. Then possibility of a double top formation in Dow Jones, and all these news about inflation rates, CPI, Fed, and everything in the market that happens in September. I mentioned September would be a volatile month for us. Then moving forward, we see the Google. This turned out to be a legendary trade. As you can see, the cost of this strangle at the time I published this was $307. Now, if you still have that trade, which was for September 13 and offered on Friday before the Labor Day, it was $307. Now it's like $1,200, and you can check it for yourself and see how like it has 290% return without betting on the direction. This is without betting on the direction. Then after that, we had the Tesla trade that printed around 165% in just 2 days. We had AMD strangle that print out around 80% in 3 days. Then we had the United Airlines at $43. It's above 47.50 at the time we are talking with each other. Then we had the long in American Airline around $10.80. It's above $11 at the moment that we are talking. As you can see here, this is the United Airline, which is 47.63. It's above 10% above what, like in 1 week when the whole market was down 5-6%. This one is up 10%. So we were correct on the downside, and also I was correct about the upside. As you can see here, the American airline also is like 2% up from what we mentioned. It could be a good trade. Anyway, as I said, I didn't want to focus on the part that I did a good job. I want to talk about the broader picture. Whenever I see a very, very strong forecast, the first thing that I think is that, like, yes, I was that good, but no one can be this good to be correct for something that with the probability of 1 in 1,000. So this is the market inefficiency that helped us in September to have this good return. But being ready for something is important. Being a good student of the market is important. And as you can see here, this is a post that I published on September 2nd, 2021. And in that one, I mentioned about the long weekends and the effect that they have on the market. So there are times in the market that we have inefficiency. One of them is long weekends. We usually have a good week before the long weekend, and then a weak market after it. This happened to me It was one of my best trades ever in S&P 500. In less than 1 week, it generated 800% return on the put option that I bought for this. And look what happened. It just sank the whole September. So I was looking at the market data for a long time to make my quantitative model. This definitely an efficient market is against all quantitative system. When it become inefficient, if you have a good system, it can help you to make better decision. So what makes the difference is having a system that detect market inefficiency so you can benefit from it. And as you may know, the Platinum, that system that I developed and shared by uh, my Platinum tier subscribers, can help us do this. If you're looking, it has a swing trader section, which you can see it's for those who trade stocks and do swing trades in stocks. This is the option model. As you can see, it didn't offer to do many things in today, but it has some call option. At the time of speaking, it doesn't offer any put option right now. Then you see the day trader. The day trader, it provides the information you need to make decision about if the gap is going to get filled fully or not. It provides the range for the day traders, and also it provides the score of how strong the sentiment of the system is. And you can see this in a whole package for everyone. It is a day trader section, daily forecast range, swing trader range, option traders, weekly forecast. Last week, it performed perfectly, and QQQ, SPY, and Dow Jones, they all reached their max bear case, and it was very close, less than 0.5%, and the accuracy was phenomenal. So this is all about market inefficiency. Any good trader or bad trader have their own good or bad days. However, being ready for an inefficient market is ready. So systems are performing really good when markets become inefficient. This is the whole point of this. And I would like you remember that the efficiency or inefficiency of the market plays a major role in any trading and quantitative model. Hopefully, we have this system. I work on this for 4 years now, and I constantly try to make it better and better and more user friendly for everyone. Thank you for listening to this. I think it would be a good idea for most of you to read about efficient market hypothesis and market inefficiencies. So, any exploitable market inefficiency means you can have edge in that time of the market. As I showed to you guys, we were ready for this from 3 years ago at least. So, uh, the September is one of the most inefficient time in market if you are ready for it. Beginner levels, they probably don't know about these inefficiencies in the market. This is a little, and this type of analysis, time series analysis, will give you some edge. And you need to know which time of the market you have the highest edge, so you can bet bigger in the time that markets are inefficient. I'm so grateful for all your support, and I hope you have a good trading month in September.